Thank you very much. Thank you, and it's first time I'm very, come si dice, emozionato.
It's very emotional for me.
Very emotional for. First of all, I want to thank you very much, and thanks Callum Weddell, Nick Frame, that asked me to come, and I'm very, very happy to have done this, and also Ash Lloydon, who is among you, who did a marvelous portrait of myself. It's maybe the first in my life, a really beautiful portrait, and thank you very much.
We've got music playing in the background. Can we get it cut off? Thank you.
Also, it was my music. Okay.
Okay. I didn't mean that to sound rude. I just meant to show that I sometimes can act as a hand of God.
Yes.
So yeah, we're just going to take questions, guys. As I say, if you want your voice immortalised on the video Blu-ray of Zombie Flesh Eaters, now's the time to do it. If anybody has seen the Blu-ray of The Beyond and seen the question and answer session which appeared on that, please do not eat crisps. You'll be immortalised for all the wrong reasons.
Yes, I remember that.
You'll be remembered as a complete fool. Okay, first question. Yes, Pat.
Fabio, could you describe the post-production on this movie? How you came to be asked to score it, and then the process. And a sort of second part to that is there's kind of 7 or 8 pieces of music that are kind of repeated through the film. You know, and how did you fit that, or was that done by the producer later?
Più o meno sì. I have to apologize because I'm not a very English speaker, a very good English speaker. So my friend will help me if. As always, almost always, in this case, I entered in the end of the shooting, and basically the music is. Forse è meglio che la traduci tu. La musica è divisa in 3 grandi momenti.
The music was divided up in 3 separate sections.
Percussions, many percussions, synthesizers, and orchestra. The post-production, as always, begins reading the script during the show, because in this case I wasn't on the set. Che ne parlavamo anche prima, because Lucio did almost everything very far. He was in the Caribbean, and also because for me it was a surprise that Lucio called me to do this soundtrack, because we had a lot of experiences before. But I really couldn't not expected this. He knew that I loved some kind of music, and he wanted me to do something really new, let's say, you know. And so the percussion is mostly speaking about voodoo. I mean, giving this. There is the theme from Caribbean. This was to light up, you know, the situation, and then the other themes of the eye. The post-production happens almost every time the same way. I mean, you go to Moviola, you take the length of in that time in Italy we used to write some, as you notice, some themes mixed down in various ways, and feel the scenes cutting. Now we work in a more precise way, but in this case Lucio was the chief of putting over. I often say that he followed every post-production moment. Also the brusì, non so come si dice, sai quando c'è il doppiaggio e il brusio sono le voci aggiunte, no? the head voices, there were the actors and the back. He followed everything, and he wanted the effect to be like he thought. So very, very hard work, but at the end, in the end, the movie was like Lucio wanted, and this was.
I mean, this film was released in Italy, of course, as Zombie Dewey, to you know, pretend to be a sequel to Zombie, which was George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. I mean, had you seen Dawn of the Dead, and did you take any kind of inspiration from Fabio Frizz's and Goblin's score for Dawn of the Dead?
No, I didn't see. Te lo dico a te, non l'ho voluto vedere apposta per evitare le influenze.
No, he didn't want to watch any part of Dario's edit of Dawn of the Dead, just because he didn't want to then be accused of like copying sections from it or like taking influence from it. He just wanted to do something completely fresh.
Esatto. Ma la musica che ascoltavamo era molto simile e con Claudio eravamo molto amici.
The music, it turned out to be quite similar to the way Claudio worked, but that's also because he was very close friends with Claudio Simonetti at the time.
We had begun together in the same company because our first publisher was the same, Carlo Pixio. So in a way we were, but I mostly found other inspiration. I always speak about Mike Oldfield, for example. I loved so much his work, come si chiama? Tubular Bells. And this was a kind of music I used to. Then I always had a great musician at my side, like Maurizio Guarini, who is playing almost every keyboard in this movie. Adriano Giordanella was the percussionist of this, and I think that a composer needs to have always a good musician beside. Otherwise, his music cannot have the plus. I mean,
Mark, if you're filming.